At the end of yesterday's show, we noted that Oklahoma's star freshman quarterback Caleb Williams, DC's own, had entered the transfer portal. Just hours later, the Sooners landed UCF quarterback Dylan Gabriel, who decided to bail on a commitment he made to UCLA 3 weeks ago. Tony, what do you make of this situation and how the transfer portal is working overall?
So let me start by saying that for many, many years, like from the beginning of college athletics, college athletes were denied fundamental human rights. Okay, they were denied fundamental human rights of money and of liberty. They were never paid. They're an unpaid labor force completely. And if they wanted to transfer, they used to have to sit out a year. And if you wanted to transfer in certain conferences, Mike, you had to sit out 2 years. So anything that gives them equity, anything that gives them money, anything that gives them freedom is just and fair. Having said that, this thing is weirdly strangling college football. There's no continuity at all. All you get out of a player, you get 1 year. And then the player can say, I'm out, I'm into the transfer portal. It's just this sort of, there's no constraints on players. There's no contract like with pros that says you can't do this until you're eligible to do this. It's not that I'm against it, but if I was a coach, it would drive me crazy.
Yeah, well, too bad, because coaches have been leaving, coming and going like a revolving door for the 150-year history of college football, so later for them. And you're right, Tony, it's crazy. You don't know from day-to-day depth chart. Are you kidding me? I'm already lobbying for Caleb Williams because in Washington, D.C. at Gonzaga High School, which you and I know well, he looked good in purple. So I'm hoping he might think he looks good in purple again. There's no tampering. What tampering? They just wake up and go, you know, I'd like to be on the other side of the country. And you're right, Tone. They had fewer rights than baseball players. And we know baseball players during the reserve clause, they had nothing. They had nothing. The reserve clause basically made them indentured, servants. So I just laugh at it. I wake up every day and I laugh at what is going on with the transfer portal in both sports. But right now, it's like football's hot stove.
Mike, Florida just hired a guy to be the director of recruiting, and he's just recruiting the transfer portal. The transfer portal, I envision it as this very fertile farm where there's fruits and vegetables ready to be picked. You go in there with a bag, you pick what you want. Look, let's take Caleb Williams
or at least
for a
Skittles.
second. All right, Caleb Williams beat out a Heisman Trophy candidate and became a Heisman Trophy candidate. They're both leaving, and the coach has left. It's such a mysterious term, transfer portal, like you're going to be teleported someplace.
But
this kid who's going to Oklahoma, Mike, the kid going to Oklahoma goes to the transfer portal out of UCF, goes to UCLA, stays 18 days, goes back in the portal and leaves. What do you think? What do you think Chip Kelly's thinking? What is he thinking? Well,
Chip Kelly is sitting right at the door of the transfer portal so he can get whoever's next, and he watches people leave his school.
It's crazy. I'm for it, but it's weird.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.